Thursday, April 9th, 2020. I'm Dave Jenkins, and until I get on stage again, these are the Dave Diaries. So today's part 16. I'm titling it Pretty in Pink, which will make sense in a few minutes. So my dad's construction job, as a kid, sometimes I would go to work with him. The last time was the funniest. And his job was building skyscrapers in Jersey City, which often meant his day was just going to the top floor of a building in the elevator and then walking down, making sure every floor is doing everything right. And what I learned that day is that doing everything right can mean a few things. Like finishing touches, before the finishing touches of a building go in. The pretty walls, hardwood, tile. The surfaces beneath them, all the walls, all the ceilings, all the floors, are spray painted everywhere with measurements, with messages for different trades, but mostly with dicks. Everything was covered in dicks. There were dicks everywhere. From penthouse to fucking lobby, there were dicks drawn on everything. Cocks and balls, sometimes hair on them, sometimes they were shooting stuff, a few had veins, some had stick figures at the base. There were a biblical amount of dicks. Now, I went to an all-boys Catholic high school. You think that is dick drawing galore? No. Walk through a half-built high-rise and then tell me how you feel. They say that boys don't grow up, their toys just get bigger. And I would change that to boys don't grow up, their dick drawings get as big as humans can build. That's all I know about that. I guarantee that half the hieroglyphs in the pyramids of Giza are just some random laborer's whack at a cock and balls. That's all I know about that. By the way, I'm 8 for this story. I'm 8 years old, the sun is up, and in an hour, I have seen more dicks than all of my ancestors combined. So, obviously my dad's used to the dick drawings. He doesn't care, as long as everything gets done. That doesn't faze him. You could shoot dicks at my dad from a t-shirt cannon. He wouldn't flinch, all right? He didn't bat an eye. What did faze him was this other message that we'd seen our whole way down, which was, it said pretty in pink, 20 @2. And as we're doing this, we also stopped seeing laborers on every floor. It's ghost town, right? And it's after lunch. They have no excuse. So my dad just figures whatever the fuck pretty in pink means, it must be happening at the 20th floor at 2 o'clock, which is now. So we get off the 20th floor, and the entire fucking job site is there. 1,000 people. Just a sea of hard hats and denim. They look like minions. And they're all facing, they're all on one side of the building, facing the building across the street. And I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm 8 years old. My eyes are at the same level as everyone's ass. I don't know what the hell's happening. So my dad drags me through all this ass. And we get to the front, and we see what everyone's looking at. We're looking straight into someone's living room. We just see a pink rug and a pink couch. And I still don't know what's happening. And then the silence just becomes a roar of 1,000 sweaty laborers hooting and hollering, cheering like we just won World War II. And then I look back and I see a woman walk in pink socks and nothing else. And she vacuumed her living room. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. It was the best day of my life. And then later at dinner, my mom asked me what I learned with my dad at his job. And I said I learned about Pretty in Pink. And she goes, the movie? And I was like, no, this wasn't a movie. This was live. And then my parents fought for a week.